me, Brian Styles. I'm back because we have a great interview coming up right now. Melanie Martinez decided to stop backstage. How are you?
I'm good. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for stopping by.
Thanks for having me.
You ready to take the stage in a little bit?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes?
Super excited.
All right. Have you ever been to this area before, Hudson Valley?
No, I haven't.
Have you ever been to New York before?
Yeah, I'm from New York.
Okay.
Yeah.
Long Island,
yeah,
right?
I'm from Long
Island.
Island.
I didn't know if you came this far north.
We came from the city, actually. We drove in, so...
Oh, very nice. Well, welcome to the Hudson Valley. You know, we call this K-Fest. It's one of the biggest concerts in Hudson Valley. We do it every June, so feel free to come back whenever you want.
Absolutely.
I know it's your first time, but trust me when I tell you, and as you've seen with the rain, nothing stops our fans. They hang out all day long. Doesn't matter, ponchos or not, they're going to have fun, whether it's rain or shine, and they can't wait for you. I know you have a big, big fan base. Look at everyone's sitting here taking pictures, clapping for you. Look at that. We're all here just to see you. How does that make you feel to know you have...
I mean, I feel like I'm at home whenever I see familiar faces from, like, shows, and, you know, people from who come to meet and greets and stuff. It's going to be a lot of fun. I'm super excited.
You actually run into people that you know from home?
Yeah, well, not from home, but I actually ran into someone that I met at a meet and greet at a show, at one of my shows.
That's awesome.
So yeah, that's really cool. So like, I just feel at home, you know. Like,
Great.
Cool. Yeah.
How does it make you feel to have that much love from your fans?
I mean, it's like incredible, and I'm very grateful just for anyone to support my music. I put all of myself into my art and my music, so for people to connect with it and support it means more to me than anything else.
When they're singing along to your songs and they know your words, that you poured your heart and soul into writing them, and they know those words.
Yeah,
that's great.
Really
well, I know you already released an album, and that you're in the early stages of a second album. You come out with them pretty quick, huh? You know?
I think that next year I'll put out the next album, you know, but I'm not saying what it's called. Or I know exactly. It's almost done. I don't want to say what it is, or but
nobody wants to tell me what their albums are called. Everyone's holding back on me today.
I mean, it's just secrets.
I know. I don't like secrets. I'm gonna find out by the end of this interview. We're gonna try to sneak it in there for you. So I want to talk about Pity Party, okay? Because I've noticed lately that a lot of young artists. You're only 21 years old, right? 21. Okay. A lot of artists have been sampling much older songs lately. A Pity Party, that It's My Party, I'll Cry If I Want to, that old school song. Like, I love the fact that someone could take an older song like that and make it relevant and current today. What did you choose that song? Did someone on your label help you with that?
No. I write everything, and I choose every little bit. The music, I direct my music, but every single thing that you see is from my brain. Absolutely.
All right, so I'm gonna tell you a little secret.
Yes.
I used to love that song growing up. It's My Party, and I'll Cry If I Want to.
I mean, I really,
So when we started playing your song, I'm like, what a sample to use. Like, who thinks to use that kind of sample? And that just shows your creativity. That's such an amazing thing to do. So do you get your inspiration from older music? Like, where do you get your inspiration from?
Well, for that song, I wanted to write about no one showing up to my birthday party, and since it's like, it's about Crybaby and her story, so, I wanted it to be about no one showing up to birthday party, and I was looking through, like, music from the 60s and, like, the 50s, and, like, It's My Party is just like, it's just like,
talks to everybody.
Yeah, it's just a classic song, and it really was inspirational in that moment, and I thought that it would be perfect to write a song about no one showing up to my birthday party and sampling.
Did no one show up to your birthday party?
No.
Okay, I just want to make sure.
Crybaby's story. Yeah.
Okay, I just want to make sure that you didn't have a party like you were by yourself or something. Because I guarantee there's a lot of fans here that would show up to your birthday party right now.
Please do.
So,
yeah, that'd be fun.
Now I know you also opened up for Adam Lambert, right?
Yeah,
How was that working with him?
Yeah, he's really sweet and like really amazing and an incredible performer. It was really like inspirational, being on tour with him.
Ever think about doing
any
work?
I don't have any like plans for collaborations with anyone really.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know, I feel like because my music is so specific and it's so story based, it's kind of hard to like have a featured artist come on like my album or something unless I'm introducing them as a character in this world that I'm trying to create.
Trying to create a little world?
Yeah, I mean like Crybaby lives in this town. I'm not gonna say what the town is called or anything because I'm still figuring all of that out, but she lives in this town, and the second album, it's about this one place in this town that she lives in that she goes to, and it's her experience through this one place, and it's introducing other characters and stuff like that too. So and she's like the narrator of the second.
Now, was this coming from a personal experience, or is this a made-up character? Like how?
Crybaby is a character that I created based off of myself. When I was younger, I was super emotional. I still am. I cry over like the smallest things, but I'm just really emotional, and when I was younger I got picked on for it a lot, and I was told, you know, my whole entire life that like being emotional is like a weakness. So with Crybaby I wanted to like, you know, make the word crybaby or the name crybaby into a compliment rather than an insult, you know. So that was kind of the goal of the album, and you know, over time I kind of got past all of my insecurities with being super emotional, taking things super personal. So
it's funny that you bring something like that up, because Justin Timberlake actually just recently won an award, and as he was accepting an award, he talked about how he got picked on when he was younger, and look at him now and how successful he is and how everybody pretty much in the world loves him. And part of the speech was said, it's okay to be different. Be different, because being normal, you blend in with everybody else. So
I mean, being normal sucks.
Yeah, so if you had something to say to your fans or anyone that was listening to you about, you know, them growing up, and if they are being picked on, even if they're not, even if they feel different, is there anything that you want to say to them about that?
I mean, stay true to who you are, because in the end, like, you're gonna be laughing, you know? Like, it's like, it hurts so much in the moment, and it's really hard to get past that, but, you know, I think that just growing up helps too. You realize that, like for me, like, I got bullied a lot in high school, and I realize now that, you know, it just doesn't matter. Like, kids are kids, and kids are gonna pick on kids, you know? And like as an adult, I realized that when you're a kid, it's so hard to see past that.
And that's what you always have to tell them is, you know, get that Demi Lovato is big against that, you know, telling people to move past that. So, I also know you're getting ready to go on tour. You're allowed to talk about that. We talk about the tour.
Yeah, I mean, like I'm going on like actually a couple of tours this year. I'm going on an Australian tour in August, and
Spain,
November.
Spain?
Yeah, so in November I'm going to Europe, so I'm doing like a Europe run. That's gonna be really fun.
Yeah. Any particular place you're most excited to go that you've never been before, that you're looking forward to performing with?
I'm looking forward to going to Italy, to Milan. That's gonna be really exciting.
A lot of shopping.
Yeah, a lot of shopping.
Yeah, a lot of shopping. I was gonna say.
And I'm excited for Amsterdam again. I went last Europe run, but it's really beautiful there, and everyone is so kind to each other. And the Netherlands is just like a magical place, you know. So
you have to tell me about it. I've never been there.
It's
so
really beautiful.
Next time you come back here, you have to tell me all about the trip, and then, you know, maybe I'll get to go one day too. So any future, you know, projects or things that you want to desire to do? Fashion maybe? I see you're very fashionable.
I don't know, yeah,
very
maybe
fashionable.
In the future. I'm just kind of like having fun creating, you know, and like finishing Crybaby's story visually and putting out all the music videos, stuff like that. Like just the fun stuff for the rest of this year.
How much forward do we have to look to Crybaby to complete the story? We're getting ready for the second album.
Okay, so well, the second album is next year, but the ending of this year is going to be like all of Crybaby's like.
So we're gonna know everything about Crybaby
by the end of this year.
By the end of this year.
Yeah.
Second album
next year
won't be about Crybaby?
It's Crybaby is a character in the next album, but she is a narrator.
Gotcha.
So it's going to be less about her personal life, her family life. It's going to have a little bit of that just to give you like kind of like context of like what's happening in her life too, but it's going to be more about her telling the story of other characters in this place.
Hey, if you want to know what's going on with Crybaby and Melanie Martinez, stay tuned, because the albums are going to keep coming and she's going to keep telling her story. So thank you so much for coming. I said, make some noise for Melanie Martinez. Come on. Thank you so much. All right, well, enjoy the stage. All right, and I know you ladies are going to go out there and watch her, right? All right, we are performing live and talking live backstage with Melanie Martinez live at K-Fest 2016. Thank you so much.